Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an RRWC match. We are at the winners bracket round 2, and we have In4Fun going up against Pidgey, and I'm joined by lovely Yannini. How you doing, Yannini?
Hello. I'm doing great. Looking really forward to this match. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no worries at all, and yeah, we're both looking forward to this match, like, insanely, I think. I'll just turn you up a little
Definitely.
bit. Yeah, it's going to be a good match, and we're starting off with Haven, which is quite a long map, but has been shortened pretty recently by a couple of players, and it's getting more and more optimized and quick, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's uh, it's of course one of the elusive big five, but as you said, we've seen some nice strats, and there are quite a few different approaches, and yeah, depending on the spin, it can be really fast too.
Yeah, it's worth noting we have that record from Nezuko set during this tournament as well, 607, which is amazing. I think it was around, was it just under sub 7? I think Blunts was the one to beat it, and then Nezuko beat it a couple of weeks later.
Yeah, just uh, yeah, I can't remember, like 657 or 650, something like that. It's just sub 7. So yeah, definitely two very fast havens. Well, of course, yeah, the two fastest havens ever in this tournament, and I mean, yeah, we actually seen a lot of Haven play. I think Haven was the most played map so far,
Yeah,
at least in the group stage it was. So I mean, plenty of opportunity there.
yeah, very surprising as well. And since the wall hacks kind of got fixed, I feel like it's gone a bit more popularity, and people kind of got rid of that stigma they had
Definitely.
about the walls or the doors, even, because that was the issue. Yeah, we got a first spin
Yeah,
coming
definitely.
up. Do you want to do the honors, Yanni?
Yeah, thank you for sure. We have Tyson Williams with the next snap as chef. Stephen Bradley, Talent McGee in the gas suit, and Ludmilla Petrova, Paul as Butler.
Wow, very mixed matched disguises the targets, right? None of the disguises are really near the targets.
Very correct. We have for Stephen and Ludmilla two villa disguises, which of course a bit out of the way. So you have to definitely walk that way from the villa to the targets 2 times, which is a bit inconvenient because like you only want to do it once. But then again, you also have the chef in there, which you have to transport back to Williams. So you could do something like you start the villa, you bring one disguise with you, then you bring back the chef, and then you go again. But of course, you also have to mix and match with the kill methods. Of course, Tyson next snap, that's quite, it's not dependent on anything. You can do that whenever. But then of course you have Miller fall, which is quite an interesting condition. That normally you just isolate her in the restaurant, make her sick, but there's no fall opportunity there. So yeah, they'll have to get a bit more creative for that.
Yeah, I agree. The fall is always an interesting kill to see. And looks like In4Fun actually starting with a seeker shot from the hut, and Pidgey starting in the villa. Could potentially see a server from Pidgey, but looks like he's actually just gonna get Tyson upstairs, so probably not.
I doubt we'll see it. I mean, I can see that working. Um, but so what Pidgey has to do now, it makes a lot of sense to Villa because of the disguises that I mentioned. He now has to like take care of the Ludmilla kill first in some way to get that done before she gets to the restaurant, ideally. We already see Research from Fun. I think he either forgot something. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, he did have a crowbar smuggled. I think he meant
Oh,
to have the
he
duck, yeah,
forgot
to
his
make that
yeah.
kill
He
remote,
forgot the
yeah.
duck. And actually the other strat. Cause yeah, Fun is gonna set her up Miller remote kill, and then the advantage of that is you also don't have to go out of the villa twice. You can get the butler, detonate, and then take the gas to choose. So I'm interested, but of course you don't have Tyson immediately, which is something that you normally off one on Haven. So I'm interested how it'll play out for him.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see both these strats line up, because they're both going to be working to opposite sides of the map. But like you said, he will have to bring the chef back to Tyson. Whereas In4Fun can kind of move across the map. He does have to bring Gassuit back to Steven, I guess. That's the difference. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, and hopefully this ball setup works for In4Fun. It does cause a lockdown, but it doesn't really matter. Just red
Should be
guns.
fine, yeah.
Oh, and a restart from Pidgey as well. The Butler grab must have went wrong. I didn't quite catch it, but yeah, that's
I,
a big restart for Pidgey.
yeah, I was looking at Fun too, so I don't know about it, but I assume that must have been the case. Now, Fun is locking both the doctor and the assistant out, so that he can just yeah, set up Lumilla with a fall kill.
Yeah, should be pretty nice. Curious if he's going for that little hatch or the pool, because ourselves were on about it not too recently, and he has the remote concussion dock, so either one would be viable.
Looks like the lady just from yeah. It looks like the pool. I mean, just because he wants to knock out the lady. Um. Also, I think a duck is not the ideal thing to have for the hatch. Because it does knock the target away, and then you can get a bit of weird ragdoll. So yeah, it looks like the pool for fun it is, and Pidgey will just do the standard cinema isolation again.
Yeah, a bit of a time loss for Pidgey with that restart, but doesn't have much to catch up on. Just the Tyson ISO, or the Tyso even, and the Butler grab, and he should be back into the speed of it.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. So I think both approaches are definitely possible, depending on how Pigiero plans to get the Ludmilla fall kill. But I do like the setup here. It did take quite a while. It's now we're not 2 minutes in, but if the rest of the spin goes well for him, I think that's a very good approach.
Yeah, hopefully then. I'm worried that somehow the duck just won't do enough force, but it should be fine, and
It should be fine. I think, yeah.
Shouldn't get spotted as well. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see now. In4Fun, probably gonna isolate Steven first. Perfect timing as well. Keep him in that little toilet, get the gas suit, and come back.
Yeah, this is indeed the perfect timing, as you said, because this will be the minimum distance that he can walk. So it's just the fastest isolation possible on him. And yeah, and then he can just go to Villa and go back. And I'm not sure exactly how fast it will be, but it should be pretty good, depending, of course, again on how he gets Tyson.
Yeah, I agree. And Pidgey finally left the villa as well. He is in the butler, and he will have to go back for gas suit, and then bring the chef back to the villa again. He'll probably bring the chef back on the first trip. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see a bit of back and forth for Pidgey. It's gonna add up, but it's hard to tell the timings for everything. This Ludmilla fall kill will be interesting for Pidgey as well. If we see like a leg shot in the water, because that can go wrong.
It can go definitely, but I definitely assume we will see it soon, because as we said previously, like around after 4 minutes, you walk to the restaurant, and then it's gonna be very, very tough. So you really want to do it before. So I assume that he's now gonna take care of that. But make Steven tick first. It's never a bad idea, but does have to take care of Ludmilla. But you also don't want him to escape. If he's on the private island, then it's a lot harder. So, but he will have to do something with Ludmilla very soon.
Yeah, I agree. I think bring the butler out first was definitely the call, because, like you said, she gets that restaurant, it becomes a lot tougher to get a fall kill. But looking good now. Should get both targets. You know what? In4Fun is grabbing a quick chef disguise, which will be used for Tyson, and then we'll probably just see the kill and then the gas suit and then Steven. So
yeah. Indeed. I mean, I'm interested for fun how he actually is gonna go Tyson, because I know that he's a big fan of the second cycle cinema, but of course it will be then you would have to wait for like 2.5 minutes. What is now a viable opportunity after they fixed the walls is of course the jacuzzi, but I'm not sure if Fun is familiar with that. But we will see what he will decide to do.
yeah, I'm not sure of the timing enough to know myself. We did see him not too long ago use that nice triple item lure behind the projector screen and knock out all of them, which could work well, but depending on the timing, it's either peekaboo, jacuzzi, or cinema. So hopefully he can adapt to anyone.
The thing is, peekaboo always takes place after the cinema, so it's always gonna be slower than cinema. But and the problem with jacuzzi right here, it doesn't look like he's going for the jacuzzi. I wouldn't have expected it either. So he will have to wait here for a bit more than a minute. Oh, this is nice by Pidgey, by the way. He waited for Ludmilla, then did a gun click lure, and she's now getting her under the walkway. I'm not sure if the water is going to kill there.
Yeah, he has to do it early. He can't wait till she gets under fully, and does have hamburger as well, which is a nice soft KO to use for this, rather than a leg shot.
Has to be fast though. He has to be fast.
Oh, I'm worried here. It is shadowed water.
Oh, this is not. No. This would not kill. This would not kill.
He has to wait till she walks back.
No, he's not aware. No way that's killing her. Nope. Nope, that did not kill her.
Wow. Yeah, that's going to be a big problem for Pidgey now. Lockdown's probably going to happen.
He has to save it somehow. He has to wait till she is in better water. But she's going to run out of the water soon. I think there could be fine. Right now, where she is? Maybe.
What is going on? And she's sick now?
She's getting sick? What? Because she threw a cheeseburger at her? Wait, what?
Food poisoning, of course. Oh, but this is working out for Pidgey. Oh my god.
Now, you have to shoot now.
That war is bulletproof. Oh, it gets the kill.
And he got it. Oh my god, that is so crazy. Oh no, I thought that could happen, but because he jumped out. He jumped out of the bushes too early in that sense, so that the guard still he was still in the line of sight. But oh my god.
Oh, great point from
I don't know how that worked.
The poison went through the ground, maybe. Like when he shot up the gun click, did he actually have a dart in it? Because that would be crazy. That's the only explanation I would think. But
maybe that would be very funny.
Oh, he did shoot a dart.
But apparently,
wow.
so apparently that was the case here. But it did work out for him, right? Like that was really cool. But the problem is here. Oh, where's Tyson going for fun?
Wait, what? Going out to the balcony?
Tyson is just heading straight out. I didn't know that.
Yeah, maybe when he sees the projector screen open, he just decides to run past it. That's new to me.
Maybe he saw the breacher, maybe, that was placed on the projector screen. So the thing is, I was looking at Pidgey, so I don't know. No, he's actually looking out.
Yeah, he's in a natural cycle. That's really cool. That's new to me.
So if you do destroy the projector screen early, then you just just goes out and looks around. Yeah, somehow the self-called Haven expert is not knowing this thing. That's really cool, though. So he might get this kill very soon.
Don't think any other guards should come in, but regardless, if he does this next snap and boxes him, he's looking pretty good. Actually gonna leave him there.
Yeah, just gets the chef, gets the next snap, and now he has to work on 2 other kills. He has Steven and Miller both set up. He just needs to bring he just needs to get changed to Butler, detonate his duck, and then get back into gas to then exit.
Yeah, looking pretty good for fun. This Butler could cause a bit of trouble, but usually isn't too bad. Gonna deal with cameras when he's here, definitely a good call. You never know when you're gonna get clipped, especially going down for gas suit.
That's true. If you do want to choose the bodyguard route, then you definitely need that pistol or the evidence needed. Both work. But yeah, it's indeed a good call. And now he'll get that Butler. Of course, that can sometimes be a bit of a problem, but I think he should be solid enough to no problem with this.
Yeah, good point as well. Shooting that evidence box, although it works 90% of the time, sometimes you can just get an instant hunted from that box.
Yeah,
and it can be scary. But
I mean, camera boxes are sketchy in the whole trilogy, but I mean that is true. You're just gotta be a bit careful. If you shoot it from the right angle and corners, it should be fine. But I do get what is meant with that.
There's that nice Ludmilla kill. That was the one that had me sweating, to be honest, because it was a bit random. But yeah, very nice from In4Fun. And now just 1 kill left. Gas suit Stephen Bradley just has to get the disguise, and he can head over. Oh my, what a rip! That was the worst timing I think possible for In4Fun there with that maid.
No way. Oh man, that is so sad.
Yeah, that is devastating.
He was so good. That run was perfect. From his he executed his plan perfectly, and now he rips through this female enforcer, which is just really demoralizing. Man.
Yeah, that's gut-wrenching. So yeah, it's really hard to hit the restart button after literally just had to get 1 disguise and leave.
Yep.
Oh.
Like that just is painful. That's just really painful. I know how that feels, but yeah, but now the situation looks so differently. Pidgey is actually in the lead, who we already didn't really talk about anymore because he had so much to catch up on. But now, now it's looking very good.
Yeah, I agree. And this fall kill, I think, is going to be a big turning point for Pidgey if he can get this off cleanly. Because it's his biggest problem right now, I would say. And hopefully we see something a little safer. Looks like he's going to go for a gun click again, which is scary, but unfortunate for In4Fun there.
Yeah, and I mean, when you get 1 rip after you have such a good first try, and then you get a rip like this, then it's really hard to stay on focus, to be honest. But I get it. But let's see what Pidgey's going to do. So she's going to go down the staircase, I think, and that I mean, if he kills her immediately, that's oh no! What do you do? Oh
Oh,
no!
that's such a roulette brain thing to do, to walk up those stairs. The fact they're
Yep.
trespassing is super unfortunate, but yeah. And yeah, sick again for Pidgey. So good job in finding the new tech, Pidgey. That the fact that bullets go through
Apparently,
the invert.
yeah. The whole run rays are just not solid, which is very good to know.
And yeah, after 14 minutes, we're pretty much back to as if the spin just started. Pidgey, you're in for
Yes.
only 40 seconds in. Looking very good right now. With his
Not the
Ludmilla
excitement.
setup.
Yeah. Not what I expected from it, but of course, you know, it's Haven especially, and it's roulette, and everything can happen. So it's an exciting match to watch definitely. And now we'll see again how the threats actually compare up.
Yeah, I agree, and hopefully both players. To be fair, In4Fun didn't have much to correct. It was just that unfortunate enforce at the top of the stairs, which is completely understandable. And Pidgey, I think, has that fall kill figured out. Just got unfortunate with that trespassing there. But I feel like they're both pretty well-rounded now in terms of what they got to do. Just who can execute it faster.
I think so too. I would still be a bit more concerned about the fall kill because we haven't actually seen Pidgey seeing that it works for him. But meanwhile, Fun definitely did get our kills down. The only one he was missing was Steven, and we all know that like killing and KO'd Steven is not something that you possibly can really mess up realistically. So but yeah, of course, it still depends on who's gonna be faster, as you said. And I really don't know yet. We've seen Fun's run was around I think 10 minutes when he ripped, so it would have been like 1 more minute. No, like 9 minutes I think it was in game time, and then 2 more minutes like going down to the server and going to Steven. But Pidgey is really unpredictable because we haven't seen him go over 4 minutes in game time yet.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be tough to say what the final IGT would be for Pidgey. It's hard to even pick a favorite approach from either of these because they're so different. They all have their own benefits. But yeah, it's going to be really close, and it does come down, like you said, I think, to that fall kill. If Pidgey can pull that off, then I think we have a potential close ending to this. But until then, looking pretty good for In4Fun, who already has Ludmilla down or set up and is about to hit the secret shot onto Steven, hopefully.
Should not be a problem, but of course,
Oh,
dark guns are always a bit
yeah.
harder to hit, so I can't blame that. Pidgey should get to this butler again. This is really a trend. the hottest grab at the moment. Just place 2 coins, place a banana. We've seen a lot of different butler grabs, but this it seems to work very nicely for all players. And Fun's now isolating Steven again.
Yeah, very nice. And then we'll probably see Chef Grab, I think. Is that the order we saw last time? Chef Grab over to Tyson and then stuff back, yeah.
Exactly what he did last time. It makes a lot of sense, so yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. And because that Ludmilla kill is remote, it actually works out very nicely. Because you just got to bring the gas hit out rather than Pidgey, who has to bring 2 things out technically.
That is the thing that we talked about in these. But of course, Pidgey also has to go back with the chef. So yeah, and like they both have to end with going with the chef to the villa and then coming back with the gas suit. So that is a similarity in the strats. That like they will end the same way, but the way to get there is very different.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, Pidgey hits that shot. It was a scary shot, to be honest, but it hit it, and Steven is going to go to the bathrooms. In4Fun is getting the chef again.
Oh, sorry. Yes, kind of. Kind of itchy. I have to agree. Yeah, chef. We look at a very small timing from In4Fun, so you have to wait again a bit. But I think he'll take that. Because Tyson is normally the most time-consuming kill, just because the villa is. Yeah, I mean the other 2 are roamers, and Tyson is in this fortress, so. I can totally get that. Taking a bit more time for that, and it was safe. It worked very nicely. So I assume we will see the same thing again. And now, the exciting part is though if we will see Pidgey this time succeeding in his middle fall kill.
Yeah, I agree. This is going to be a big point for Pidgey. It will be the furthest he's gotten if he gets this kill and gets away with green guns. He did get hunted last time.
Yeah, well, it was even 2 times. The time before the last time. That's very true. Oh,
and-
now this is definitely different. Now he secret the guard. He
Oh,
tried to secret the guard. I'm not sure if that actually hit. Um,
I think it did. I think
oh,
we're going to
nice.
see a push off the railing. I think we're going to see a coin lower.
Yes. That would be pretty hype. I've never seen that before, but that would be very cool.
Yeah, me neither. And there's a lot of eyes, and there's a second or two where you can get spotted during the whole push animation, so it could be scary. And there's a lady right here, which isn't going to work in favor of Pidgey right now.
Definitely not. I mean, I'm very sure he did not practice this. He went for some other approaches first. Some all look very much improv like. I mean, it's a relatively new kill, so the assumption is not too far fetched that he hasn't practiced at all. So it would be very nice if the improv would work for him.
Oh, and there's a lot of eyes out there by that bar that I'd be very scared of.
There are, but I mean, this is a spot that could actually work quite well. I think, if any. But we'll see right now. And nope.
Oh, who saw it?
Was seen by I think someone below. Yes.
Ah,
I think yeah, the handbag lady and the guy. I forgot their names.
yeah, that's unfortunate there for Pidgey. That fall kill really being the burden for him right here. And looking good
Yeah.
for fun now. He has a lead again. He must be thinking, both players, it's definitely worth noting what their mentality must be right now. 27 minutes left on the timer. 20 minutes already on Haven, and both players haven't exited yet, so it's a bit scary. That spin could disappear on your screen at any moment. You have no clue where your opponent is, so...
Indeed. I mean, they were very close to be honest. But yeah, I thought Pidgey would do something like similar to his last time, but I guess he was not convinced that would work. So, yeah, he'll have to continue trying to figure that out. Now Fun is on the trail and looking very good to get this kill done. This time he doesn't breach the cinema screen first. He brought the disguise with some very nice changing back and forth under the cinema screen. So he has the chef. He could immediately next snap and is now in the bodyguard, so he can very nicely get these last two kills down now.
Yeah, very nice. And looks like he's buffering his bodyguard under the projector screen to maybe grab it at the other side, or did he just accidentally take the wrong one?
I think it's just a lot of disguise backs. I don't think he wants to come back up here. I think he just or maybe he actually wants the bottle of disguise back, bodyguard disguise back. But I think he just too many too many disguise backs.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, hopefully this little miracle works out again. Of course, this is a tiny bit scary, but should be okay. It looked pretty good for the setup again this time around. And then just has to grab that gas suit, which he's definitely not going to run into that enforcer this time. Oh, and
No.
butler grab. Pidgey should be okay. Looks good.
Yeah, looks good. Also, same butler grab now for fun. Oh, no bump. There we go.
Looks good. He has to catch that second coin, which he does. There's the slip. Does get spotted, but should be okay. Doesn't have to grab that disguise back technically.
No, not really. He wants to. Nice, it worked again.
Oh, see a little glance.
Yes. This time he do want to look out for it. I mean, he wants to get the bodyguard disguise back, or guard at least. Cause yeah, you don't want to go back down to the guard suit in the butler, cause of course, the butler is not permitted down there. So, and bodyguard is also a bit better than normal guard, cause you can just go down through the secret passageway.
Now, I'm looking back at Pidgey's screen. What in God's name is going on?
He's bored.
Okay.
I think he's waiting for Steven and is bored. I think that's what's going on. No? No, he's waiting for Miller.
Oh, wow, yeah. Long wait.
Long bathroom.
Oh,
Long
gun
bathroom.
click
Okay.
preparation. Oh, my. Chat is too good. I wouldn't even have considered that. I
Yeah,
genuinely thought he was
see?
bored.
See, I mean, the collective mind of a Twitch chat is smarter than we are.
Chat is always right, yeah.
Yeah, I can accept that. But yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, actually. He found a nice spot to safely empty his gun. And now he wants to, I mean, after the push approach from the restaurant did not really work out, and I think the water approaches were a lot more promising, so I'm pretty sure he can try something like that again, and it's if he's a bit more careful this time, Either like the shot worked fine if you just waited a bit longer in the bushes, I think.
Yeah.
Or the cheeseburger would have worked fine too if you just didn't run up the stairs. So if he does one of those a bit less greedy, you could say, then yeah, then I should be working quite well.
Yeah, I agree. I do think the hamburger is a really good item to use for this ball kill. And the gun click is very nice, but needs to keep note of that shady water, where he's allowed to trespass, and what else can go wrong. And yeah, but meanwhile, In4Fun has already grabbed the gas and he's on the way back. Bit of camera dodging. Definitely doesn't want to clip him, just be a bit annoying because he didn't deal with them this time around.
But don't run up again, please. Yeah. Looking very good.
Yeah, I think we're going to see an exit pretty soon here from In4Fun. Not many enforcers left, and he's seeing a snail from Pidgey. Wow.
Oh. But why? I mean, this could kill the guard though, and this is not gonna be lethal water for Miller.
Oh, that guard fell on the stairs, and that's not. Oh no!
But it's shaded. But it's shaded water for Miller. Oh no!
They are particularly avoiding their head ever going into any killable water. So unfortunate for Pidgey.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter at this point because Fun. This is the second time Fun. Like I mean, we saw so many restarts from Pidgey. We saw exactly one from no, actually two. I mean that one, one small one doesn't count. But like he had two very solid runs, just ripped right at the end for one. But now you should have it. There's actually 1 in 4 here at the exit, so you have to be a bit careful. But yeah, no way, no way. He turned around, didn't turn around, all good. That's it. GG's.
Yeah, Haven, very back and forth, and a lot of unexpected things showed up there. But yeah, good nonetheless. Pidgey just couldn't get going with that fall kill. That was the decider.
Yeah, indeed. Definitely. I mean, we've seen like this was like both runs were really very long from Fun. I mean, this was a very nice strat, but like if one of those 4 runs from Pidgey worked, then yeah, he could have taken this just as well.
Yeah, I really would have loved to see that that route finish up after the fall kill, how the timing would have lined up, but nonetheless, In4Fun takes it. And we'll also do a prediction. I really didn't do it for the first map, but better late than never. For Chongqing. Or Chongqing, I can never remember which pronunciation is. We've said what the bad one is, and now I'm thinking that's the correct one. Chongqing is what we decided, right?
No, Chongqing is what I say, and I think it's the correct pronunciation. I think that the NPCs on the map say it wrong, but
oh, that's conditioning. That's like gaslighting. If they're literally pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wikipedia says Chongqing at least, so I don't know. But anyway, no matter how you pronounce it, we'll see it is Pidgey's map pick, and we'll see a spin on that quite soon.
Yeah, and worth noting, they're both pretty experienced on this map. Both nearly 10 plays on this map. In4Fun looking really good. Surprisingly for a Pidgey pick as well. For one of you would say In4Fun's like strongest percentages in terms of wins. 8 out of 9 matches won, whereas Pidgey's 50-50 on it.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, from a statistic, you would think it would be a fun pick, right? And that's quite interesting, and also especially because they already apparently played it against each other, and Fun won that one. So, yeah, I mean, does not look look like that really, but I mean, you never know. Statistics also don't always tell the whole picture, but I think it's safe to say that Fun was probably quite happy with that pick by Pidgey.
Yeah, you would think so. And it is an interesting map, although it is a very short one. We always see those annoying kills, Imogen Drown, see some electrocution, Hush, Falling Object, things like that. Can be a bit swapped around. You don't have just not one set way. You can mess around with it. And when those spins comes up, they're the fun ones in my opinion. The ones that, can I make the timing? Can I run down, get this disguise before this thing happens? It's always fun to me.
You definitely, as a player, I'll hate that.
Yeah.
But I want, and as a player, I just want a spin where I can go up to Hush, kill him immediately, then get out the Imogen and kill her and get out, and there's no tricky stuff. But of course, as a viewer, as a caster, that is of course very different, and we'd like to see something that is can deviate from that standard formula. So yeah, but as you said, it can always throw a bit of a curveball. especially with kill method and also some disguises. Something like the homeless person is sometimes a bit out of the way. We've seen a few different graphs for that. So yeah, it's quite interesting, really.
And yeah, this is interesting from Pidgey just practicing. He nailed everybody in the main room and is going to knock out Mogwai, and now this room there's nobody in it.
That is pretty nice, actually. I mean, it makes this a bit easier, I guess. If you don't, especially if you don't have a pistol to distract like Lee or something.
Yeah.
Interesting that you can get all three with one snail. I always underestimate the how huge the snail is.
Yeah, it's such a powerful item. It'd be amazing to see what a Mumbai would look like without it. And yeah, amazing item.
Maybe Peter even wants to showcase you that you could even do an execution here. But yeah, we'll see. The spin is nearly here. Would you read out first?
I would love to, and we're gonna have some Hush Fire Axe as the dumpling cook, and Imogen Royce Fiberwire as the facility analyst. So interesting spin. The Hush Fire Axe dumpling cook, bit of an annoying one. Fire Axe shouldn't be too bad, but making that timing could be on their mind. You never know.
Yeah. It depends always a bit. Of course, I very much assume you're gonna see dumpling cooks for both. You'll find already in very quickly. Very quick planning, which is always on relatively sparse ones always quite an advantage. But interestingly, from Pigiero we see facility analyst start, and I'm wondering if he might go for an Imogen kill first.
That would be very surprising. He is heading down. And yeah, I'm surprised by this. If this is actually what we see, then yeah, it's a very unique approach. We don't see many players going for Imogen first, because it is very tough to get Hush once he leaves his timing at around probably 150, I would guess. But this could be very quick.
Yeah, exactly. I love to see that actually, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be fast, but I mean we'll see about it probably. But I really like the idea, and especially now wait until Vincent saw that, and now that it's a very fast mission kill for Pigiero done.
Yeah, wow, that's already killed down 45 seconds. He does have camera trouble, so he does have to either get the ones down here, or he'll probably get the ones that you can see from the bridge up by the block. Yeah, very quick.
This is interesting though, because it's that target lockdown. So I mean, of course, if you knock out Hush, since a few patches ago, you get a target lockdown on Imogen. And I mean, the reverse is the same, makes sense, but I've never seen that, and that might get him some really nice time on Hush, because he's now locking down, but Pidgey gets compromised by an engineer above. What?
Was that an extended illegal somehow, or he was just barely peeking out for that lady? I would assume it's just he was peeking out, but.
I mean, he was compromised, not immediately, but like a second later. Oh man, I mean, I really like Pidgey's strat, but of course, if you get a rip, then you fall quite far behind. And now that Fawn at the same time already went up there with the dumpling cook and the fire axe, of course, it's very close by to Hush, so you just grabbed that and killed him, and now he's looking very good, of course.
Yeah, very nice for In4Fun now. Should see cameras and a drone shot here. We'll probably head around the long way to get Imogen, because, of course, gotta get that facility analyst. Unless he makes it down the stairs quickly before she arrives, which he might do with that drone timing.
Possible. I do not. When did he shot a drone?
159, I would say, if I had to guess.
Well, if you just shot for now, then it's definitely possible. And even
wait, whoa.
Oh no, he definitely shot it earlier then.
Whoa, he must have shot one when he came out as well. Yeah, he must have forgot.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing is that this is actually really nice. I think I like this timing, because now you can just get the analyst and come back, and dumpling cook is legal here, and it's not being forced by either Vincent or Imogen, which is really nice. Because that's not the case, for example, for the free facility guard. Security guard. Oh, you know the other ones. Which is nice, so that he has to cook is very convenient here, and he can just grab his analyst and go back up.
Yeah, very nice for In4 here now. The biggest challenge I'd say left is the fear of a GRB, which these Imogen can be kind of known for. She shouldn't be on the stairs, of course. Still, you gotta wait for that Q prompt and knock at that guard in a nice way. It should be good.
Yeah, if you just be careful on the stairs, then if you wait for the prompt, yep.
There we go.
Yeah, you have to really walk into her to get that prompt, but he did
scary.
Get it, and it is scary, but that's it. Evidence deleted, all good, nothing catching here. That should be an easy win to fun. And we see, like, yeah, 340 in-game time. I think Pidgey could have contested that if he didn't rip, because like he's gonna grab Dumpling Cook now, and he's gonna head up, and Hush will come back from his lockdown, and that would have been very close in my opinion. But
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, but we will never know how close it would have actually been because of that rip, that unfortunate rip.
Yeah, exactly.
And that means Fun leads 4-0.
Yeah, very nice win for Fun there. And worth noting, it was only about 20, 30 seconds away from record there. Just getting over the 4-minute mark, and the record was about 3:41. So very nice first try there, and yeah, really nice IGT. And similar to Haven, we never got to see the end of Pidgey's approach. Could have been faster, but that's not what matters. It matters if you get in first try and get out. So looking really good for In4Fun, going match point now on the first RNG map of this match.
Exactly. Pidgey is very good a player. And has very, very nice strats, but of course, as we've seen, it can sometimes be a bit of a struggle for him, depending on the spinner map a bit. So, but yeah, I mean, he won an LR, so it did work for him. But it just, yeah, today it did not work yet so far, but we will see on Paris. I mean, that's a quite fast map, so yeah, gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, could be a very interesting map. And yeah, there's a lot of strats on this map. For such a small one, I love to see the variation. We've seen some crazy first time in the wild, that Victor ceiling shot for Vampire Magician. There's obviously fireworks. There's so many different approaches, bringing Dahlia down. It's a very diverse map in terms of the approaches. And a lot of starts are viable on this. I'm really intrigued to see. Tech Crew obviously being the most loved strat. Those fireworks are just too good to resist. And you get Victor Novikov down pretty quickly. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what spin we get. And we're knowing that record as well. Absolutely amazing as well from Fanium. One of his withstanding ones after this past couple of weeks. He keeps his Paris with a 2:58, which is a very nice time to leave with.
Interestingly enough, like a lot of records have fallen this RRWC, which I mean, we had a lot of matches, so that does kind of make sense. But there are some tournaments like R8 and now this one where just a lot of reckies fall. I mean, I lost all 3 of mine. Fanium lost a lot of his. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about So we have what, Dubai, Santa, Miami, and 2 other ones.
Where did you say? Dubai,
Santa, Miami.
Haven, or you mean mine?
All together, I think, in RWC.
Oh yeah, I mean we have Haven, Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
It's a lot actually. Bangkok. We've seen a lot of reckies fall. At least 7, I would say.
Yeah, definitely, and it's looking like there's plenty more to beat. To be honest, it's been looking very good for players this tournament.
I mean, we do have a lot less matches left. We've played we had 200 matches in the group stage, 202 to be exact. And now KO stage, I think like 35 matches remaining, something around that. So a lot less matches, but of course we have the creme de la creme left.
Yeah, so, exactly. Couldn't have described them better myself. The creme de la creme is perfect. Because these are the top 32, and yeah, they're giving a good performance, to be fair. Every match, I have to say, so far during this, even the KO stage, or the group stages, were just absolutely amazing. And they're not letting us down with these amazing matches as of late.
Oh, definitely. We've seen some really, really good matches in the last couple of days, especially. And today we will definitely too, I think. I mean, today is definitely the most stacked day, match day of RWC, I'd say.
Amazing day.
So it has a potential to be very, very good. Yeah, this is only the second match of the day. We're gonna have, I think, 5 more. Yeah, 5 more today. So it's gonna be very exciting.
I agree, and both players are like venting stress or something in this practice. They're just shooting and knocking at everybody. Very nice to see.
Definitely.
Yeah, this could be the match point for In4Fun, or this could be the beginning of a comeback story for Pidgey. Maybe the full story or just the beginning and In4Fun takes it next map, but you never know. Really hard to say.
Exactly. We never know. I very much agree. But I mean, the spin will show us quite soon in just about 10 seconds.
And of course, oh no, you feel free to do the honors then.
Oh no, the spin! I was not about the spin. I can do it anyway, but the spin wasn't that exciting. That's not what I meant. We have Victor Novikov, assault rifle as Kisada bodyguard, and Dali Magolis with a battle axe as Sheikh Salman Al Ghazali.
Wow, yeah, could be a pretty quick spin. I think Battle Axe is probably the most annoying of that, but we're going to see a Tech Crew start at a match with both players. And Pidgey's in straight away, which is key on Paris.
Yeah, we've seen really quick loading from Fun on Chongqing, and now, I mean, this is still very quick. 20 seconds is still quick, but Pidgey just really really fast. And yeah, I think, as you said, Battle Axe is probably the most annoying. Sheik and Cesada both on this floor easily. We'll see Pigiero gonna set up a banana to lure Dahlia down. Fun will do the same. It makes a lot of sense. The Sheik is on this floor, and you don't want to bring the Battle Axe all the way up, and then the Sheik also all the way up. So yeah, both players gonna lure Dahlia down. Makes a lot of sense.
And I was supposed to say my Twitch is absolutely tanking at the minute Pidgey got in quickly. It doesn't understand him loading game fast. Hopefully it sorts itself out. Sure hope so, because this would be an annoying way to end the Paris. Oh
yeah.
We'll get a backup ready just in case. Hopefully it stabilizes itself out. But if you could like commentate just vaguely what's happening, Yanni. Oh, I think we're back actually. Okay, we're good.
That's nice. That's good. I mean, if it's like, yeah, I hope that's not an issue, gonna be an issue, but we'll see. But yeah, say if it's an issue, then we can figure something out. But for now, let's focus on the match again. And they're doing Pidgey and In4Fun did very similar isolations. Both brought down Dahlia and then isolated Victor. But I mean, the only difference is then Pidgey first isolates the Sheik already, and then grabs his assault rifle from the stash, and then Fun will first grab his stash and then isolate the Sheik. But of course, Pidgey, which is very, in my opinion, very smart chaining, is already going to collect the battle axe, which In4Fun either forgot or is planning on doing later.
Yeah.
And I think this brings Pigiero ahead.
I agree. I think that's a big.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I didn't see that Pidgey went into camera trouble, so he has to delete that first.
Oh, so yeah, he has to go downstairs. Can be. I think it's been calculated. It is a faster exit sometimes to go downstairs rather than helicopter. If you leave from the Dahlia room, I think somebody may have said, but hard to say.
Well, actually, yeah. If you go down the stairs, and it's faster to go all the way down and instead of going to the helicopter. But I mean, actually, I don't know. I am not.
Yeah.
Sure. Depends from where you go, of course.
Pidgey did deal with those cameras very quickly, to be honest, right next to the smuggle, so it actually worked out kind of nice.
Obviously, we was down there, and like normally on Paris, you really don't want to go down there if you don't have to. But as you need this smuggle anyway, just to close the smuggle, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah. I think the favor is definitely in Pidgey's favor even. Right now he's going to get the first kill pretty quickly, 2:30. And yeah, In4Fun getting the Sheik and the Kakeda bodyguard right now. But yeah, that battle axe I think was the crucial factor of this.
Yeah, 100%. I would say so too. I mean, he already has Victor now down, just needs to get back for the Sheik, and that's really it. That is really it. Sorry. So Pidgey's just looking very good. The battle axe is just very fun. I think he also got a better battle axe than this one. Like the other two are behind glass, which is totally fine. But he changed the security box, the bit of roof for fun, the camera box, the smuggle, and the axe all very well together.
Yeah. And a big whoosh for In4Fun as he left that room, and he won't be able to bring that Sheik over with Dahlia at the same time unless he does a bit of maneuvering magic, which we saw Pidgey not even do, and still looked pretty good on time. And yeah, he's just gonna escort it first.
Be careful, yeah, door closed, all good. No one's gonna get spotted here, and yeah, he's just gonna exit. As Sheik is even, he wants to exit helicopter, he's even allowed there, so yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah, very nice for Pidgey. It definitely looks like we're going to be getting 4-2 on another map. Even if we got a photo finish, I think both players were in so quickly that it would definitely be in favor of Pidgey right now. And yeah, legal to go to the helicopter, so.
Definitely.
Map
I mean, I will. Fun still has to grab the Sheik and go all the way back into an exit, so yeah, even that's not going to be a photo finish, even if it's. No, it's not going to happen. So I'll just call it for Pidgey. And we do have at least not a sweep, which is very nice. And now we have Dartmoor.
I don't know if I joke to the VC right now.
Please don't. No, I love Joker, but we wouldn't get any word. We couldn't speak any word.
He's in chat as well. Oh, that's
Nice.
funny. Yeah, and
Um,
In4Fun does finish up the spin, but yeah, a little too late. Just nice optimizations from Pidgey and the quick load worked, and yeah, could be a Dartmoor decider, but it is technically a Dartmoor decider for In4Fun, but not quite for Pidgey yet. It's just
yeah.
one step away from a decider for him. Still has to win 2 maps to get out of here.
Yep. Yeah, In4Fun's still a match point, of course, and he's still looking great. But yeah, I mean, as you said, even a 4-0 lead, if your opponent gets one and then gets another one, suddenly it's all tied up and it doesn't really matter anymore. So that's how quick it can go here. And of course, Paris and Dartmoor are 2 quite quick maps, and Pidgey definitely is the master of quick maps. I think that's like, I mean, like not like the overall master, but like he definitely prefers those. So, oh, he's very good at those. So, yeah, but Dartmoor can be very quick, and In4Fun is also very good at it. So, gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be very interesting, Dartmoor, because we're either gonna have our winner or we're gonna have a decider on a final map, and both of them are very hyped to see. But yeah, there's a few spins on Dartmoor that can throw people for loops. We see it time and time again. It is a quick map, but you really got to know what you're doing. You got to hop in straight away. Fast forward, start upstairs, get Alexa in the office. You got to decide instantly which one you're going for. And yeah, it's become almost a skill being able to read a Dartmoor spin quickly at this point.
Yeah, definitely. This is pretty true. I mean, we already say it on New York, but Dartmoor's even quicker. So you have to be, and the problem with Dartmoor in comparison to something like New York is, in New York you I mean, I'm gonna say like 80 or maybe a bit more even percent of the spins you start security guard, right? And Dartmoor has at least 4 strats that are totally viable, and then like you have the fast forward start, and then you have the PI start with either a Korma or a Seeker, and then so you really have to be a lot, or even Gardener start if you need that disguise or something like that. So you all need to be you need to be quick with your loadout. Like you need to immediately identify, as you said, what kind of spin it is, and then switch to that as fast as you can.
Yeah, and sometimes as bad as it can be, having that loadout perfectly lined up for the spin you're about to do is a crazy advantage. And it is a tiny bit of pre-planning knowledge and just hoping that you get the start you want. But yeah, being able to change quickly as well can be key. So hopefully we get something that both players can get into at the same time. Oh, and bets, of course. A minute for the bets, very fitting for. And Paris was won by Pigiero.
Yeah, quick map, quick betting, please. Otherwise you'll miss out. But yeah, oh man, this could be, depending on the spin, over. I mean, it's gonna be over quite quickly anyway. So the question is how quickly.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be really interesting to see. As much as I'd like to say the first person who gets in has it, there is tiny optimizations, and all it takes is one missed trank and stuff can go wrong, especially in that office ISO. I've seen a couple of players missing a trank or getting spotted shooting a trank, or the snail not getting everybody can be the difference. And Dartmoor drop, of course, the new one. The inverted commas patched. So we'll have to see what we get. And yeah, we're 15 seconds away. And I think it's your turn on...
No, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's the last one.
Damn, I can never get away from Dartmoor. Alrighty, let's see what we got. So we are going to have... Ooh, we have Alexa, Carlisle, Scissors as the mansion staff. Quick chat, what do we do? Where do we start?
We start library. What are they doing? So both start at fast forward prepared, and they immediately switch to library, which is completely the correct call. You have you start with mansion staff. You can isolate Alexa immediately, and you have the scissors right there on the second floor. On the first, I think that's it's first. Doesn't matter. It's the first floor, but yeah, there are scissors. So yeah, that's what they're both going to do now.
Yeah, and we're noting 8 seconds advantage for Pidgey just with the planning. You could, assuming their loads were the same, but yeah, it's going to be kind of tough for In4Fun to gain that ground unless his loading time was crazy.
Yeah, Pidgey did plan quicker. That's definitely true. So yeah, we'll now see a hallway isolation for Pigiero, and we'll see the same for In4Fun. They'll do the same strats. They both know what the ideal strats are. close the door here. And yeah, PG is so flying fast here. He'll look for the scissors right in this corner. There we go. I assume there are 2 scissors up here. This is the closest one. So, I mean, this is really mirrored. It's just, yeah, 7 to 8 seconds delayed on Fun screen. So, but they're doing exactly the same. It makes a lot of sense. And I'll prepare the photo finish.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very quick photo finish. Although In4Fun did not knock out that guard at the end of the hallway, which Pidgey dedicated time to, and now they're lined up even closer. And I feel like
Oh my God,
if
this is
somebody
so
messed up
close.
this Dartmoor drop, it actually could be a deciding factor.
Yes, the execution here is so crucial. They are both very good players. They know exactly what to do. They have to execute it perfectly.
And they both get it. Oh
But
my.
those two-
And let's look at those finished at the top of the screen. This is going to be very close. And honestly, In4Fun knocking out that guard could be the difference in terms of... Oh my, I'd say it was about 4 seconds between those finishes.
It was indeed 3 seconds.
3 seconds. So In4Fun only needs to gain 1 second on the loading to actually make it a tie, which would still keep us going to the next map. It's going to be tough to see if In4Fun could even get a win out of that, but Pidgey looks like he definitely has the advantage as he got in first and got out first. Wow.
So I mean, yeah, Pigiero definitely loaded planned very fast earlier, but In4Fun caught up with these tiny details. He made up like 5 seconds in the run himself. So yeah, very curious. I'll quickly calculate it. There's definitely potential for a tie here. It's just only 1 second away. So I only have 1 load to calculate, so I'll make it quick. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
No worries, take your time, Yannini. Hashtag ban Dartmoor, ban Joker. These are both of these images are the same. But yeah, Dartmoor is a very quick map, especially when you're as comfortable as these players are. They're already loading up Miami, or at least Pidgey is, which I'm guessing is going to be our next map. And yeah, looks like it. But yeah, it could be very likely a win for Pidgey or a tie. I'm sure Pidgey wants to tie, otherwise he will still have to win 2 maps, as that tie won't do much for him. So, and In4Fun will of course still be on match point, so definitely a very important photo finish here. Calculate. And yeah, I agree, Canetta. I feel high Dartmoor play is just amazing. I feel it should get even more solved. Maybe we can even speed it up like another 5 seconds on top of that. That's the key, and then that's where the winning prevails. You never know. Yeah, in the scenario where this isn't a win for In4Fun, we are going to be going to Miami. As you can already tell, they're getting warmed up. Both players pretty comfortable with the idea that it's going to be a 5th map for this match, which has been amazing so far. So many matches going to this crucial 4th and 5th map. Been absolutely amazing to watch. Lovely grab by Pidgey here. Wall on the blue seed. Although he's taking about 2 years to fall to the ground. Yeah, very clean from Pidgey there. Grabs that blue seed driver. Really nice grab. Yeah, of course, this could as well, if Miami ends in photo finish, which 2 second lead for either player, or less than 2 second lead for either player, we could be seeing our 6th map, but on a map like Miami, it is a lot tougher to get that crucial timing window. We never know. I'm sure both players are feeling very stressed right now, especially Pidgey. In4Fun so tantalizingly close to that clean sweep, and now he could be facing the idea of a 4-4 final map decider. And yeah, it's definitely a very important photo finish. Decimals and everything, I'm sure. And for anybody who doesn't know, if either player is leading by less than 2 seconds, that's what results in 1 point going to each player. So if In4Fun was leading by 1.5 or Pidgey was leading by 1.5 after all the loadings were subtracted, then we will see 5-5 score. Or a 5-3 score.
Hello again.
Hello.
I had to take a bit longer than I thought, because that was so fast, it did not show up on the Twitch bot yet, so I had to refresh a bit to get the actual loading on the Twitch bot, so because they were so fast. So result it's in. I'll count it. They both, of course, at one load. I'll quickly type it out, and I can tell you during it. In4Fun had one load, and they loaded for 4.7 seconds. Pidgey loaded once for 3.9 seconds. So yeah, that is. Oh, sorry. No, sorry. That would have been very close, but I'm sorry. I told it the wrong way around. Pidgey had a load for 4.7 seconds. So the lead is a bit bigger. So like, it's 3.8 seconds is the lead that Pidgey wins with, and he'll take map 4.
Oh wow, yeah. So 1.8 seconds away from that tie, but yeah, Pidgey's going to take it. Match point now for both players going on to Miami, which is quite a map for both players, and we'll probably see it in the statistics here in a moment. But yeah, 4-4. Oh yeah, of course. You bet 11,000 on the tie. I don't believe you. You did. That's funny. Oh my god, you did.
I mean, the tie was not that unrealistic with those two players.
That's a thumbnail, Moo. What are you doing? I will choose that outcome, and that was for Pidgey. That's very funny, though. That's so much, you probably would have only got like 12k out of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let me get this prediction.
Okay. So, set everything, and yeah, now we are on tile for the tiding map, most likely. Damn. I mean, Fun with an amazing first two maps. Brought it back. I was afraid we'll tier 3, but then Pidgey with these really fast last two maps clawed back to a 4-4, and now it's just all down to the wire.
Yeah, very down to the wire. On the Global Innovation Racetrack of all places. Yeah, we're going to have a pretty fun final map here. And we're noting the stats. Pretty crazy. 20 times played for In4Fun, 13 out of 7, which is amazing stats. A lot of experience in this map. And similar for Pidgey, 14 times played in this map, and he's won 11 of them. So a lot less played, but you'd say he's looking pretty good for his wins and his losses for the amount of matches he's played. So he's technically looking better statistically, but the experience is waiting for fun for sure.
Definitely. Oh man. It's just...
We need to stop getting these players down to the 5th map, final map decider. It's killing all of us.
I mean, yes, again. But it also creates excitement. So it is just really nice to see, honestly. I do love it. It's a bit frightening, but it's also just so great. Yeah, man. I mean, so the map results were kind of, I think, I talked with Fun about this match, and I think he said, like, yeah, I mean, Haven is his pick, he feels confident on that, and then Chongqing is Pidgey's pick, of course, but still, I think it was kind of good, and then RNG maps, Paris and Dartmoor are just very fast maps, and those, like, traditionally would be more in Pidgey's favor, and that's actually what the outcome was here, even though, especially Dartmoor was very, very close. But, yeah, all maps kind of had its merit, and now it's Miami, quite of a mixed map, can be quite fast, can take a while, it's quite a huge map, too.
Yeah, I agree. It's quite funny when you actually put it like that. Having two decently long maps and then 2 short maps. In4Fun taking the first 2 and Pidgey taking the final 2, and then we go to a middle ground map, which can be done very quickly or could take a while. We can see spins go up to about 7-8 minutes if they're really annoying, or it could be done honestly in recce time. Like chat is imagining the ideal scenario. We'd love some Sierra sniper, of course, but you never know. Could mix some Moses Lee in with that sniper. We see it time and time again. Drives me crazy.
That is true. I mean, that is just the most unlucky scenario, right? You feel like you hit the jackpot, Sierra sniper, and then it's Moses Lee, and you're like, man, there's no way. But yeah, that is quite unlikely, but it is a possibility.
Yeah, it would be amazing to see a quick spin, but I'm sure recce is definitely not on their minds right now. They just want to get out, because they will be moving down to the losers bracket after this. Luckily, it's not fight or flight for them right now, because they have one more chance if they lose here in the losers bracket. But you do want to stay up. You want to keep those good players up on the top as long as you can.
Oh, you really want to, yeah. And especially, I mean, the loser of this will drop down to the loser, as you said, of course. will drop down to face Chromax, which is not that easy either. And yeah, I mean, this is loser bracket round 2 if they drop down. And like, if you want to get to the final, in theory, you'd have to win 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches. So,
Ooh.
no, 7 matches to get there. 8 won't be bad. So it's a lot of matches, right? It is possible. Well, I've played it before, but like, it's just very hard. It's an endurance race, and you just have so much. Like, with every match you win in the winner bracket, you would have to win 2 loser bracket matches now. So it's just a lot faster in the winners bracket. So you want to stay up there as long as you can.
Yeah, definitely well said. We have seen players before work through that what we call the Fanium ladder dilemma, working your way through the lower bracket to get back up. It is possible, but it's so much tougher, like you said, and you really don't want to go down because it literally multiplies your workload. So this really is a super important map for both players. And I do think, since I took Dartmoor, you can do the honors for this one and our final decider.
I will. For our most likely last map in this match, we have for Sierra Knox Starfish as Blue Sea Driver, and for Robert Knox Electrocution as Kitchen Staff.
Wow, yeah, very unusual spin, very mixed matched. 2 uniques, if I'm not mistaken, and 2 very aquatic kills. you could say
that is actually that is the theme of the spin. You are correct. So the thing is, you could normally if it would be Starfish for Sierra, I would say it doesn't really matter if you start with Sierra or with Robert. But here I could see a Robert start being very good.
I think Robert start is good.
Yeah, because he can set up Electrocution and get the Starfish. And I'm surprised Pigiero in so fast and did not do that. He just poisoned the chili shot and will do Sierra first. But he will have to run back across the map, like run through Robert and then back to Sierra. So that will cost him some time, but he's already in. And In4Fun had just replanned from Dolphin start to an even faster start, which is the Kronstadt Engineer. And you can get Robert down with it very, very quickly.
Yeah, and I'm a bit worried. I didn't see a taser in his loadout there. I think it was smuggled down the front door. He had a crowbar and a snail, so he might not have that taser on him, which kind of avoids the speed of this. Hopefully I'm mistaken though, but yeah, Pidgey is going for, technically you could say, the longer approach to the spin, but definitely nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, especially if he's a bit faster, but I mean, as long as you're confident in what you're doing, and approaches that are a bit slower can totally work too. Also, the Blue Sea Driver grab could make a big difference. Because Pidgey will see from here, he will look to do a distraction, wait for that security guard to be out of hearing range, wait for the lady to investigate, and then shoot a trank onto the Blue Sea Driver, but he pulled out his pistol too early and is spotted by him.
Oh, unfortunate. And yeah, that's going to be a bit of an annoying restart for Pidgey. And also to note, In4Fun definitely doesn't have a taser on him, so he can't actually set up this Robert electrocution as fast as he wanted to. And I think he's just realizing now.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Yeah, so this is pretty much like starting Waiter now, because if you can't set it up, you got to come back. But he will probably head down and get the taser.
So where's this taser?
I think it's in the Kronstadt like magazine stand at the entrance.
Oh, yes, I see. I mean, you saw him contemplating if he wants to restart or replan or not. And I think it's in the like this dash point. I think it's faster to just get it and go back up.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Pidgey after the rip also replan to Robert first, which I think is the better option here, definitely. He didn't start Engineer, but you also gotta grab the Starfish anyway. So yeah,
true.
You know, I mean, it would still be faster because, of course, Izzy didn't have to go back up. But, he has into combat!
Oh.
That shot was hurt by, like, he triple shot one of the guards on accident, apparently. They were too close, and so he now has to restart anyway. That sucks.
That's a big time loss there for In4Fun, nearly getting a 2 minutes IGT. But he is starting Kronstadt security, and if he can set up this electrocution quickly, he honestly might still be on par with Pidgey.
Yeah, this time he has a taser. He replanned, so that's a lot better. And Pidgey is like 45 seconds ahead again, but he's chose a suit stop, which definitely had its merits too. With grabbing the fast immediately and then not having going to back down and then over to the racetrack, but being able to go over here, which is quite a lot better. But of course, you don't have the immediate robot setup. You have to wait. You have to shoot the laptop. You have to wait to get him back up, and then can only get him back. But of course, robot is still quite close to the laptop, so that shouldn't be the biggest problem ever.
Yeah. Oh, this is scary now, to be honest. Like you just said, technically In4Fun has to get starfish, and Pidgey is a tiny bit behind with the Robert setup. But it doesn't really matter too much, because they're both. It really comes down to who can leave quicker. And oh, a nice seeker from Pidgey. Was worried if he was going to try go for that peekaboo. Also,
Great
does
shot.
that sink work in that toilet?
I have not tested that. I'm
Ooh.
pretty sure it works, but I don't see a reason why it would not. But you know, you never know.
Those scare me. Sinks are the curse.
True, but I mean, I think it's on some maps it's quite cursed, but most just work plug and play. I don't know if he knows that he doesn't. Okay, he also track the garden that works. Yeah. As you saw from Fun, you can actually just kill the guard outside and no one sees. But if you don't know that, then you know it's just, there's no harm in just distracting the guard in.
Oh, Pidgey, this is scary. This guard, I feel like he's gonna get maybe spotted
didn't
here.
Didn't even get like a big whoosh. He didn't get an illusion at all. That's just quite interesting. But yeah, very nice for him. And now I think they're about equal, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the Fun will now grab the starfish and go back to this door. And Pigiero will go to the racetrack. And I think Pigiero is 45 seconds ahead in game time, or 40 seconds now. But I think they're pretty much equal. Pidgey maybe a bit ahead.
Yeah, and it's also we're noting Pidgey's grab here for Lucy, because he did try a trank earlier, but now he has a seeker on him. So unless he smuggled in a trank as well, the Blue Sea driver grab is definitely going to be important for both players. But yeah, very close right now. I have to say, Pidgey, tiny bit of a lead, but pretty good IGT for In4Fun.
Interestingly enough, he did have a snail last time too, so I think he might just use that. Oh, he does not. He does not have the same. He doesn't have a trank. He didn't realize he doesn't have a trank. Oh, he did not realize. He just replanned for Seeker and forgot that he doesn't have a trank. So now you'll have to do the slower grab. Oh,
yeah, that's a big time loss. He's gonna have to go around to the crowbar. Oh, and he's stuck in between a rock and a hard place, and he gets out of it somehow.
Oh man. Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, Fun is now on the other side of the racetrack too. When he had to go a bit around because he didn't have the same way as Pidgey did. He had to grab the starfish last, but Fun will do the same grab. So, I mean, I wouldn't do the fast grab either because I have not practiced it. If you haven't practiced something like that, then you don't do it first time in a match. So, that makes a lot of sense. Fun just crowbars the door. Has a bit of time. I'm not sure. Maybe he wants to do something in the meantime.
Wow, yeah. Did he leave something for it? I think he's going to get kitchen staff, maybe, in that time.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I don't think he left something, but the Blue Sea driver does take quite a while. So, yeah, if you want to do it at some point, then do it right now. I think that makes a lot of sense. It might be a bit tight, but I think it's a great idea. This will save a lot of time.
Oh, good thing he didn't go for that Q prompt, because that
yeah,
guy
that
was scary. A pirouette.
Very scary. Very scary. I'm just afraid that you won't get there in time. I think you will be fine. But you never know.
Oh,
but
look at this for Pidgey
anyway,
right
it's
now.
a nice time save.
Lucy driver's gone all the way back, and that's a big detour. He reported the weapon that he left there.
Oh, the weapon.
The guard,
that sucks for him.
Lucy driver made it there first, so he actually reported it to the guard, and that cancels his investigation now.
This sucks a lot for Pidgey. This, like, you have 2 security guards around, and the Blue Sea driver is in a very bad place here. He will maybe make a mistake. That's a nice idea, but there's a way to here. This is a very tricky shot. Oh, he shot it in no, and it's so tricky. He shot it into the box, and now he will have to wait, and he will have to do another lure. But Fun gets compromised. What is happening?
Oh, too early for In4Fun. He left the Blue Sea driver get not get far enough, and that's a quick knockout and spotted. Yeah, now it's definitely in Pidgey's favor right now. Super unfortunate rip there for In4Fun, but yeah.
Man.
Pidgey looking very worried right now as well. This Blue Sea driver went all the way here and went all the way back, and he has to just do it again.
Man, this is just this is hell. And it's so interesting because like you have these two literal RR champions that have this is a struggle with this, and it makes a lot of sense. Like, you know, if it is the deciding map, the nerves are so high. Anyone who ever played a decider in such a high stakes match knows how difficult this actually is. And every little, like in roulette, you have to pay so much attention to every single little thing. Otherwise, yeah, we're gonna have a hard time. And oh man, that's just a heartbreaking rip for fun. And Pidgey's looking so good now.
Yeah, Pidgey's looking pretty good. There's finally the blue seed grab. First successful of the match as well. We've seen a lot of failed attempts from both players. Well, Pidgey, I think, had 1 or 2 at the beginning. And unfortunately, their In4Fun's one didn't work out. But yeah, the furthest we've had somebody get into the spin now. And does have to get the kill onto Sierra, which shouldn't be anything too new. And then a quick kitchen staff grab.
Yeah, I mean, Pidgey does look very good right now. He will, I don't think he has grabbed some sugar yet. I think he will grab his kitchen staff first. Because he can also grab sugar along the way. Makes a lot of sense. And then you can kill Sierra and exit that way. And you're also closer to an exit, so routing-wise, it just makes a lot of sense. He just has to get into the kitchen first.
Yeah, and he will be trespassing in this kitchen, if I'm not mistaken, so he has to be a bit careful.
Drivers are actually, I mean, yes, it makes a lot of sense in the corner, but so the kitchen staff will not see knockout. He has to be just careful if the waiter does not see him with a head turn, but he turns the other direction, so it's all good.
Very nice. And yeah, that is the kitchen staff down, and yeah, In4Fun is speeding up a little bit. He is already after setting up Robert, and if he can, he'll have to get Starfish, of course, but if he can speed up this blue sea driver grab, it could still be within contention. And there's the electrocution kill for Pidgey.
Very nice. Now you have the sugar from the kitchen too. That's just perfect lining up. Well, there's an enforcer. This god is apparently enforcer to blue sea driver. So,
ooh,
yeah, just throw a distraction and go around here. You're allowed here too. So yeah, just once you dodge that enforcer, very smart decision. And now I see you got the concert garage, and that's pretty much it. Pidgey just looking so close.
oh, and I was worried.
Yeah.
The guard did hear it, but of course that Kronstadt mechanic will investigate it first since it was closest to him. But yeah, looking really good for Pidgey, like you just said. And still a tiny bit of chance something could go wrong, but these players have done this sugar approach hundreds, if not thousands of times.
Definitely. It happened in a lot of Miami spins, in most of Miami spins at this point. So, yeah, it's just looking very good. He's now gonna initiate the sugar cutscene. We're gonna have to wait half a minute and then yeah, wait for the peekaboo, and Pidgey could be out in like about a minute.
Yeah, I see somebody asking if he grabbed Starfish. I'm fairly sure he grabbed Starfish. It would be very tense if he didn't, but unfortunately, I think he did grab it. Well, not unfortunately.
Then, yeah, well, unfortunately, he did go. Yeah. Well, Fun would have a chance to catch up then, but I don't think so. I think I saw it with inventory. I mean, we'll see in a second. You know, I talked about the stakes and like what nerves can do with you in a match, especially in the decider. But I do think he did grab that. There's a peekaboo, bit close to my taste, but he did get it. Oh, there's a Starfish.
Very nice. And for fun, peekabooed Blue Seed. He used that time to go get his smuggle as well. Well, yeah, it's just looking a bit too late now. Pidgey even boxes Sierra. Not even going to risk going out that door. Very nice. Shouldn't have to worry about cameras because they were shot.
Camera has deleted already, and that's medic, and that's the exit. In4Fun's strat was so nice. Look how far he is, and it could be even faster, but no. The rip cost him, and Pidgey does exit, wins this match, and sends In4Fun down to the losers bracket in round 2.
Yeah, what a comeback from Pidgey. After the first 2 maps, taking every map after. And yeah, that's gotta be devastating for In4Fun. Being on match point for 3 maps and then just losing it. But what a fight from both players. Absolutely amazing. Well played to Pidgey, of course, for the comeback, but definitely nothing bad to say about In4Fun either. Just some unfortunate rips for every player during this match.
Yeah, totally. I mean, all maps were kind of incredible, to be honest, and are worth talking about. I really loved this match. It was very. I mean, all the matches with such top players that go to 5 maps are just very nice to see, honestly. But the Haven were really nice, and then the Chongqing, Paris, and Dartmoor were so fast all, and it was just nice to see the class in that. But the struggle was in Haven and Miami, where they took a bit of time to figure out. Was so nice to see too. You love to see that from top players as well sometimes. And yeah, just made it, I think, for a really great viewing experience. I loved the match a lot.
Yeah, that was an amazing match. Both players played amazingly. A couple of hiccups on a couple of the maps, but that's what makes these Real Rival streams so amazing. Is that just depends on the form, depends on the tiniest of mistakes, and that's all it ever comes down to. But yeah, Pidgey does take it. He's going to be moving on to winners bracket round 3 and In4Fun moving down. And we can check exactly who he's going to be going up against very soon.
Please.
Alrighty, so let's see what we got. Pidgey is going to be moving on, and he's going to be facing the winner of the Reaper and Mika, which is actually taking place later on today. And I'll share that time with you in just a moment.
It's at 3 a.m. for CET.
Oh wow, damn. Gotta stay up, Europeans.
It's a very late night match for EU, but for NA and rest of the world, I think it's a more convenient time.
Yeah, for sure. And then In4Fun, yeah, moving down to losers round 2, we have In4Fun and Chrome is going to be the matchup. And then the winner of that will be going against TK47 or the loser of that Reaper and Mika match that's happening later on tonight. But yeah, a lot of I mean, regardless of, even with that match, we were always going to have some amazing player going down, and I feel like it was very close. And
definitely,
of course, they're not out. They can still fight their way up, but like we were saying, twice the work. You got to fight some big names. Nobody in that lower bracket is a force to not be reckoned with, because they're all amazing, and they're here for a reason. Top 32 that made it out to group stages, so every match is going to be a fight. And yeah, GG's as well to Pidgey in chat.
GG's, big GG's. We will play, to be honest. I mean, some struggles on Haven, but then just all maps were really solid. I like the idea of the Chongqing approach, and then just 3 really cleanly executed maps, and this just makes it a deserving win up.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely amazing match to watch. And yeah, in terms of other amazing matches to watch, we have Blight and Danny. They're playing very soon. That's taking place in 45 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. That's being casted by Mr. Barb. Then we have Joker and the Time Cube. They're playing an hour later, and that's being casted by Nezuko-chan. Then Froat and yourself, Yannini, are playing a match at 9 o'clock CET, and that's being casted by In4Fun. That's going to be an amazing match to watch. 2 very big names, of course.
I hope so too.
Then we have Rocky and Barb. It's so fun seeing casters and players. Like, it's like a perfect combination of the caster and the players casting each other's matches.
True.
Yeah, Rocky and Barb, they're going to be casted by Nezuko and the Buff Guy. What a great duo. And that's happening at 10 o'clock CET, also tonight. So we have 4 amazing matches tonight. Then Reaper and Mika, technically it's still today, just early AMs for the CETs. That's Reaper and Mika, and they're playing Mumbai and Chong. And then Kenny, Zed, and Zerun is taking place a bit further into Wednesday. They're going to be playing Haven, Island, and Bangkok. No caster yet, but they will always be casted. But yeah, I don't think there's much more to say. Quite honestly, just an amazing match with both players. A couple of tiny mistakes, and yeah, just GG's to both players, and it's definitely not going to be the last we see of either of them for a while.
Yeah, I can just agree. What a great match, and just want to remind, like, this is pretty much the most stacked match day. We already saw Ducker out of the tournament already, and now In4Fun or one of our champions dropping down to the losers bracket. Yeah, we still have, as you said, 5 more amazing matches today, and they're gonna, for the next 5 hours, they're gonna be every hour on the hour. It's gonna be a match, so you really don't want to miss those. I can recommend watching all of them, and yeah. Thank you for having me, Observer. It was a really fun match to cast.
Yeah, no worries at all, Yanni, and thank you as well for adminning and co-casting. It was amazing, and it's really glad I had somebody to watch this because it was an amazing match. And yeah, like I said, so many good more matches later, so definitely keep an eye on them, and keep an eye on all those stream promotes as well. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I'll make sure I paid out the prediction before I leave. For anybody who paid a crazy amount of money, and looks like they're paid out. And yeah, I don't think anybody that I am aware of is doing any roulette practice on any Twitches or anything that I know of. I can see Arna is up, so we can give Arna a quick raid. Share the love. But yeah, we will leave it at that. Thanks everybody for watching, and next match is coming up, like I said, in about 40 minutes, and it's been casted by Barb, so keep an eye out for that. And I will start the raid. Hopefully that's correct. Oh, I can't read iron it. Okay, I think we'll just leave it at that then. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you soon.